Our next guest is our go-to guy in Encinitas. Please welcome back to the show real estate expert, Michael Jacobo.
All right, he's here. MJ, Michael Jacobo.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
Another controversial topic in Encinitas.
Once again, right?
Yeah, Cardiff specifically.
Yes.
The coastal rail trail. We posted on Facebook, so Beck, we're going to get to the Facebook comments in just a second. But for starters, for anyone who doesn't know, what is this coastal rail trail thing all about?
Well, let me start off by saying it's a little bit broader than just Encinitas and Cardiff.
Oh, okay.
It's actually it's going to be a trail, a coastal rail trail that's going to eventually will be from Oceanside all the way down into the Santa Fe Depot.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on right now is some cities have already done it, have already worked on it, such as Solana Beach. Encinitas is in the process of doing it now. And so the controversy is coming up where we have what they're trying to put in is from G Street, which is downtown Encinitas, a rail trail that is going to align right near the current railroad tracks,
Okay.
all the way down to Chesterfield in Cardiff. Here's the problem. You have some people that are for it, some people that are against it. Reasons being is currently they have it set to be on the east side of the railroad tracks. We have some residents in Cardiff that like for it to be on the west side of the railroad tracks. This is where the controversy is coming up.
So it's all about that, just where they're setting it
It's good
in respect to the railroad trail? That's the big problem?
That's one of the big problems.
Okay.
That's one major problem. Another problem is the residents of Cardiff don't want to have this wall because currently right now from Chesterfield all the way up to Santa Fe, there's no fence or anything along where the railroad track is. So people, pedestrians can run across the
I do it all the time in Del Mar, I'll be honest with
Yeah.
you.
See?
I step on those railroad tracks all the time.
and
Me
so
too.
that's what they're trying to prevent. So the problem
Guys
is,
like me.
guys like you.
And me.
Oh, great. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to come up with some ideas as far as what would this fence look like. We have some people say it's going to be a wall. We have other people are saying that it's just going to be a 4-foot fence that will end up being just
Chain link or
like
something?
no, not even chain link, just the wires just going across.
Single wires?
Yes, wires going across. And only 4 feet tall.
Pointless. Pretty
That's
much.
not that bad.
Yeah.
It will be a bike and rail path all the way again from G Street in Encinitas, downtown Encinitas, all the way to the end of Chesterfield in Cardiff by the sea.
So we asked social media
Oh.
what they thought about this, and we specifically asked Encinitas and the people of Encinitas what they thought about the coastal rail trail and whether they were for it or against it. I didn't tally up totally because we were still getting comments even as of this morning, but there were a lot of no's. There were a lot of no's. People don't like it in general. That seems to be from our Facebook audience. They don't like it. Beck, let's hear some of the specific comments
Okay, yeah,
from this post.
We're going to start with Dave Gagne, and he says no. It is a waste of $8 million, and it will cause enormous noise pollution by the elementary, with increased train horns caused by the at-grade crossing planned for Montgomery. It will also include a fence that prohibits access to the beach. No.
He says no. So is any of that true?
I don't believe so.
No.
There's a lot of misled information out there.
Okay.
First of all, the numbers that I've found, seeing that the cost is going to be $5.1 million,
Okay.
not $8 million.
Okay.
In regards to the fences not allowing people to come across, what they're planning on doing and what Sandag is going to be doing is going to be implementing some additional pedestrian walkthroughs. So now you wouldn't be crossing it on, going across into the beaches, beach access. illegally, it'll be done legally.
Gotcha.
So they're going to add some.
Okay.
As far as the horns, they are trying to implement for Cardiff specifically is a quiet zone, is what the North County Transit District is calling it.
I think they do that in Delmar because I never hear train horns. Mm-hmm. I hear them coming. You know, there's a sound of the trains coming, but I never hear horns. Even though they probably should blow them sometimes, because there's a lot of people down there near those tracks, and it always worries me. You know, that when I hear those trains coming through.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, that's what they're saying. The people that are for this project is saying, in actuality, it will be less horns because now the conductors of these trains won't have to be blowing the horns because people are running across.
Yeah.
And just so you know, a quick statistic, as of 2012, we have had 10 deaths there. 10 deaths and 80 near misses. Right in this little area that we're speaking of. So it can enhance it. It will help that. The fence will help it. Also, the additional pedestrian crossing will definitely help
safety.
It. Exactly.
No question. Let's hear some more from social media, Beck. Let's do a couple more.
Rubens Mello says, I love the way it is. That's what makes Cardiff the special Cardiff.
I love his name. Rubens Mello?
Rubens Mello.
I want to know Rubens Mello. He sounds like a pretty chill dude.
You sound like a likable guy.
I think that's what probably a lot of the no is people just saying, no, we like it like it is. We moved here because we like it like this.
What they call it, if one person says they want to keep Cardiff kooky, you know, so they want to keep it the way it is. People don't like change.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what I believe comes down to. I think it's just people like it the way it is. That's why they live there. They like the streets the way they are. And I will tell you, San Elijo Avenue, which is what we're talking about, a part of this is the fact that there's no sidewalks. It's dangerous. I've actually run there all the time. You are running directly on the street. So ultimately what this will do for people, it'll allow people to have a walkway, a run pathway, a bike trail that would, again, take you from Cardiff all the way into downtown Encinitas and safe.
And be safe. Let's hear from the other side of the argument, Beck. Let's get one of the comments from the other end.
This is a funny ha-ha. Simon Halewood says, if it makes my access to the Kraken easier, I'm for it. Hashtag selfish.
Nice, nice. It's nice that he recognizes that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to the brass tacks because, I mean, ultimately, I think how this plays out in desirability, which ultimately leads to values of property.
Right.
How do you think that would work out from a real estate perspective for homeowners in this area if this project goes on, past the construction, of course? Mm-hmm. What effect would there be on real estate prices just as a result of this project?
I think what it'll do is it'll enhance the walkability of the community. So I think people will enjoy it. I think people will pay more because it will bring people here. It'll allow you to walk or ride a bike from Seaside Market in Cardiff and take a stroll north into downtown Encinitas and go to the different pubs, go to the different restaurants there. And it's going to look beautiful. There's plenty of photos that will show and what it's going to look like. I think it will ultimately help. You're going to see people be able to walk right out their doors onto this path, run, bike up and down Encinitas.
Michael, thank you so much for being here, man. Really
My
appreciate
pleasure.
your time. Thanks
Eric,
for all
thank
your
you very
great
much for having me.
research and stuff on the show. If
pleasure.
you are looking to buy or sell real estate in Encinitas, call Michael Jacobo, which is the Jacobo Realty Group. You can trust him. He knows what he's doing. He's been a huge advocate for the area. We appreciate your time, sir.
My
very,
pleasure.
very much here on the show. And stick around for more,
Smart San Diego TV,
where we
guaranteed to make you smarter than everyone else.
commercial free.